Good morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. You will notice that I'm not moving very much right now. I'm doing this video during an off time, so I'm very sedentary and very still. But I can, as long as my brain is working, I can still talk. Today I wanted to sort of talk about the difficulty that I've had in writing Christmas cards. You all know that I have trouble with my writing. And so I thought, well, I'm going to take it slow and easy, and I'm just going to write a little bit at a time. It doesn't matter how slow I go, my writing is atrocious. But that's one of the things that I was amazed by, because I decided to rewrite something that I didn't have to think about, that I was just copying. And when I was in an off time, my writing was small but legible. But in a good time, I was trying to write bigger, and I couldn't even read it myself. So I just thought that was an interesting fact, that in my off time, I was able to do it very small and neat. Now, I'm having an off time right now, and I couldn't even hold up a pen. Like, my hands are stationary, so I couldn't hold a pen right now if I tried. So I guess that's not going to be the case always, but that's just the case some of the time. Anyway, I'm not having a grand day today, so I'm not going to talk for very long today, but I couldn't let the day go by without telling a little funny story. So the story that I'm going to tell is a story about a vacation I had with my parents when I was fairly young. I guess I was probably in high school. And my dad drove what was called an international travel-all. And it was sort of like what would be an SUV today, but this was many, many years before there was SUVs. And so we were on a vacation, and the travel-all was filled with people. We had visitors from Ireland, and we had our family. So we were filled with people, and we had an extra car behind us. And as we're driving along, my uncle said to my dad, "What are those roadways at the side of the road in the mountains here?" And my dad says, "Well, those are runaway lanes." And he said, "What are runaway lanes?" And Dad says, "Like if you lose your brakes or something when you're on these hilly roads, you steer onto one of these roads at the side that runs uphill, and then that slows your car down so that you're not going to, run amok on the highways." And he said, "Oh, that was very interesting." Well, no sooner had he told what the runaway lanes were for than we had car troubles, and my father was using a runaway lane. So we got out of the car and whatnot, and my dad was no mechanic. He was a lovely dad, but he didn't have a mechanic's bone in him. But my Uncle Dan, he was a farmer, so he definitely knew how to fix things. So anyway, Uncle Dan figured out that there was a belt of some kind that was broken. I don't know if it was a fan belt or some kind of belt that was broken. So he goes into the suitcase and he gets a pair of pantyhose from his wife's suitcase, and he fashions a fan belt or whatever kind of belt it was out of this pantyhose, which was enough to get us off the runaway lane and limp into the next town. And in the next town, we were then able to get the part fixed. We never forgot the runaway lane and the pantyhose. Anyway, that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow. Bye.